For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely gonna go home.
Just scream that to the world.
There's the music. Hi, Monokuma.
Is that a plushie?
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck?
I knew you could do it.
It's a glitch. It's a glitch Monokuma.
We have lots of coins.
We do. So we're gonna be searching all over Hope Seek Academy for Monokumas.
And other clues.
Isn't that weird? Oh, we're on the 5th floor.
Wait, what?
Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked out through the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way he'll make me back down. Yep, we came out through here. So, yeah, these are his classrooms. Hi, Sonia.
Wait, that's the garden place.
Yeah, it is.
This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Oh, geez. The glitch is all over the screen. You should go in the garden area.
I mean,
That
I
seems
should.
cool. What?
But there's also the the biolab is shut off.
Yep.
Wow, if I go close to it, it literally just like glitches up the camera. God, this is all a bunch of. This is really like Matrixy.
Turn left. Go into the classroom where all the 13 murders happened. Remember? That was A13, wasn't it?
Well, the garden's the only place that's open.
Oh, good.
Sorry, the dojo.
Oh, good. Who's gonna be in the dojo?
Probably Fuyuhiko. Okay, so it's still. What's that there? Is it a dojo? It's full of strange things that makes me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building makes sense. There.
I mean, this isn't the original, that dojo, so...
What is that?
Like, it's in the first game, so it's obviously of it.
This is new. Is this a manga? The title is Mangas for Morons, A History of Hope Seek Academy by Monokuma.
Probably.
Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like that? Let's start with history class first! First history first, class! Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person! Thank you. So I thought Monokuma made this. Totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is.
That is the weirdest cover for this.
I want that girl.
This the third game, right? And then the third game?
No, that girl's not in the third game.
Obviously they are.
I mean,
Just
she
haven't met
kind
them
of
yet.
resembles
Murkuro.
She actually kind of looks like a combination of Himiko and Nora Valkyrie.
It's Murkuro.
No, it's not Mukuro. It's not even close. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Seek Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy narrator on the cover.
Oh.
I'm going for it, Joe. I'm gonna go for it. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Seek Academy. I have to read this. Where's the fucking book?
Is it Mikan's voice?
Mikan's isn't cutesy.
Hope Seek Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Building to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders in various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Seek Academy's teachers, who served as both educators and researchers of talent.
Also, I love how this manga is only text. Yep. Like, there's no pictures in it at all. Yeah. It's just a text manga. Amazing.
Hope Seek Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Seek Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with the research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge for looking after the reserve department. The expenses and exam fees for the reserve department are quite high to most high school students. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy! The Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end.
Huh? The ending was so sudden. Like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Yep. The one. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, these names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right?
No,
this manga only mentions the name, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder around about how things don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reserve department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve course students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. That's the thing that's weird, is you, of course! Okay, huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school and life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the reserve course students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself.
I mean, that would explain the flashback he had that one time.
Which flashback?
In the funhouse, I believe. When he was thinking to himself.
Oh, in the classroom.
Yeah, in the classroom.
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase the memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. Damn. Damn it, what the heck?
Truth. Wait, why is there truth bullets? We're done with this shit.
No, we're investigating.
There's no murder, I guess.
But we're still investigating. We're still investigating the clues about Hope's Peak Academy. That's not different. So where else can I go? Hi, Soda. Wait a second.
Wait, is it the same floor?
Yeah. Sonia's gone and Soda's here now.
That's good.
So I guess I gotta talk to Soda to progress. What's going on?
This hallway is kind of creepy.
This hallway is kind of creepy.
I can't go places I should be able to go. Like some rules being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something.
Oh, really now? Well, we just went through the Wait a second.
Try going to other places down that way. Like that room. I want to go in the room that you just passed.
What? I can't go in
I know,
here.
but
that's the classroom.
that is the room if you remember from the first game.
That's the tragedy room.
Yeah, I want to go in there.
Nope.
Oh, you can go in 5A though.
Yeah, there's an invisible wall.
A violin again.
Here we go. Here's another book. This is another manga, just laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident?
Oh, this is a Batman voice.
I took a manga. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story was made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters from solving mysteries. What's written here is...
As the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at the Hope's Peak Academy.
Thank you, Batman.
The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as
Humankind.
Humankind. The ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of this, most of the students in the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students chose the Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use the incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did and made the knowledge to the public.
Is that Kyoko?
It stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And an uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destructions.
Destructions.
Multiple.
Though multiple destructions.
This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, the incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that will be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. DanganRonpa /0.
DanganRonpa 0. I'm sure. Isn't that like an actual manga?
I have no fucking idea. I'm Batman.
Thanks, Batman. With a heavy
Hashtag not sponsored.
Batman saying hashtag not sponsored just feels a little wrong to me. Just
gotta make sure those kids know I didn't sponsor this.
By speaking to them in the slang that they know.
Yeah, I gotta modernize my vocabulary according to, Butler.
Alfred? Yeah. Alfred is telling him to modernize his dialogue.
Yes.
Fucking Alfred.
Alfred told me that through scrambled eggs.
What is this, the Lego Batman movie? That's the only way I can see that even happening.
No. I'm totally not working with red Legos right now. Or black.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a failed joke. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
I bet you now we can go in the room where they were all killed.
Probably.
What irony! For a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky you're...
You wanna...
That's what... Yeah, he was glitching up in the system, too. Damn it, he always has to lead up something offensive. He seriously pisses me off, but... Ultimate Hope. Nagito mentioned that before, too, but it looks like he meant something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department! Here, it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began the uprising. So he was... Well, he wasn't one of the people, but his group was. And what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Okay. So now
His music is amazing, though.
Oh yeah, no. The investigation music for both games are really good. The biggest, most awful, the tragedy is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? Just who is this other student that isn't Izuru? Probably.
We'll find out the next time.
I think it's Kyoko or Junko. One of the
Kyoko?
What? They talked about a student who figured it out. Like they. So I thought detective.
Well, there's 2 Ultimate Detectives, though. Remember? Based on the 3rd game's demo, there's another Ultimate Detective.
Again. The demo's not canon.
He still could probably be the Ultimate Detective.
I mean,
they're not gonna lie about.
Still could be. He is.
Then there's still 2 Ultimate Detectives.
And
so either one of them could have figured it out.
No, but he didn't exist in this game's universe.
He didn't exist.
He didn't exist
because writers don't ever, make things
that exist.
Because writers don't ever make this supposed to exist in a sequel that you don't find out till way later.
Then they would have foreshadowed that already.
This might be them foreshadowing it.
No.
Fuck you, it could be.
V3 did not come out. Like, V3 came out years after this game. Multiple years after this game.
That's not saying much. You know how long after things happen?
Anyway, this incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries keep piling up. So let's try to go
Let's see who we can talk to now in the hallway.
Probably, not Sonia, Akane? We're back here again.
Oh, we can't go in that room yet.
Akane?
I want to go in that room.
Akane? Oh, you know what? Biolab.
Yep.
But wait.
I want to go in that room.
Where is no one?
No one's here.
Really?
There's no one to talk to.
But why the 5th? I mean, I guess the 5th room, the 5th floor is a good place to find everything raw.
Raw. It's raw.
It's fucking raw!
It's fucking raw.
It's fucking raw. There's another manga down there.
No, there's a bunch of people freezing.
They almost look like Trucy. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. Well, this is a morgue.
I mean, it wasn't initially, but it is now.
Well, yeah. Well, apparently even all the bodies are just not even being kept frozen now.
There's ice all over. What are you talking about?
The lights aren't on.
Shut
so
up.
They probably just left them to rot. If I just stand still, I'm end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh, okay.
Well, remember when she died, the power went out.
Oh yeah, you're right. This looks like a plastic tarp. No, the only thing that happened was the air purifier stopped working.
That's true.
Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourself, will you?
Jesus Christ, that's your concern?
Yep.
Oh! Is that the girl from fucking?
I thought it was Trucy Wright for a second because I thought it looked like a hat.
It's the girl from what's the Japanese horror movie?
I don't fucking know. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic human event in tragic history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about the incident. The biggest, most... Oh my god. It's just a tragedy. Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something
it's the
lame.
Grudge lady. That's what her name. That's who it is. It's the lady from the Grudge.
Never heard of it. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped I was right.
You can have fun with this one.
I don't want to. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the tragedy.
Known as the biggest, the tragedy.
Ugh. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. Actually, that was still his voice. At first, the uprising by the reserve course students that triggered
It's so difficult to read!
God damn it, I skipped through the text. At first, the uprising by the reverse.
Reverse.
By the reserve course students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered the thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet. It began spreading and eroding in the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by the social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when the senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where the people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring all around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called the Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And within this, they created the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as this ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Anyway.
Hi there, Dr. Junkenstein.
It wasn't. I think it was just rather
creepy.
It's just insane. I don't usually get to do insane, so that felt nice. Anyway. My heart was racing in my chest. My chest, but my body felt ice cold.
Because you're in a freezer.
But it wasn't because I was freezing in the room.
Never mind then.
So you're wrong!
Now, am I really?
Yes, you are!
Are you sure?
Let's do this even more into the microphone!
Why not?
Because it's dumb!
Are you sure?
Yes! Welcome to comedy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, sure. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to continue that.
Nope. I'm sure Chris is going to hate having to edit all that, too.
Peeks of the mic every 2 seconds.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. Do you really think that? No,
Are you sure?
I at least didn't do it in the mic that time. If this is true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant.
Why the convenience store in specific?
Because he's a normal idiot.
Because it's conveniently convenient?
I meant to scream, but then I burped. What happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Didn't you hear the narrator, Monokuma?
What narrator?
He's just shifty-eyed.
I'm Batman.
Oh, Who would enjoy...
Don't die on your chest.
On my chest.
Not in your chest.
On my... I'm just gonna kill myself on my chest. However that works. Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my? You don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough! He's just laughing at the fact that Hajime was glitched up during speak. I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them for stealing your memories. The ones relating to school, actually. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
Is he gonna let us see the room now? With all the
So that's how it is.
horrible things in it?
That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, yeah, now that we know about the tragedy, we should go into the room where the tragedy is. So he actually cares about them? That's a first. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on the island. There's no way I'm going to do whatever he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Ah!
You did the crazy voice. Gotta be the crazy voice.
Whether or not... Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as the Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's what they would call Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use! I'm gonna freeze to death! Thanks, Silver! You're welcome! I'm at my limit, and I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room.
Good job.
Here we go.
Now go to the other one.
I was close, I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next?
This room!
The tragedy room. Yep, it's open. No, it's not. It's not
No! Fuck you, game.
open. Akane?
Why are you looking for Akane in specific?
5B's open.
5B's not where it happened, is it?
Nope. It happened in 5C. Despair.
Not a violin this time.
No, I should ignore it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see him.
No, talk to...
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you talking? What are you doing here?
Well, there's another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Teehee, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
Not pockets.
I was supposed to say hot potatoes. I'm really getting fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about Ultimate Despair!
Huh?
Ahem. Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
Yep, it was a high school girl.
Lady Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima.
As for the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a second. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
Oh, really?
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in the position to neutralize the threat? Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do that without any purpose. Well, that's the point of despair. They have no real motive for doing it. They just feel like doing it.
hey,
It was Junko and Oshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko and Oshima, despair isn't about purpose. A sin of principle is a way of life or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko and Oshima as Junko and Oshima.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly that. Junko and Oshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really.
Junko's...
Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs.
Oh, no.
All despair, whether it was their own...
That's why she had multiple personalities. Because there were different parts. Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko and Oshima.
So that means that Nagito was becoming a part of her too.
Like believers making offerings to their god.
I don't think he was becoming part of her.
Well, clearly him and her are related.
I think he hated her so much.
That he wanted to gather her power just like how she does.
Well, I mean, if you had that power that she had, you could use it to fix the world.
I mean,
You could
true.
reverse psychology the fuck out of him.
True, but this is Nagito we're talking about.
If you had, he was always fighting for hope.
He's fighting for hope, but by causing the most despair, so that he can single-handedly bring hope back.
Okay, but if he took all of Junko's influence, he'd have all of the despair he needed to become the ultimate hope.
This is true.
So he could have just been doing that.
He could have, and been trying to just do it secretly. Who knows? He is lucky after all.
Yeah.
Thanks for spitting on my elbow,
Sorry.
by the way.
Like a mother providing food to her children. It's all dedicated to despair so they can escape from despair. All in Junko and Oshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
Mutilation?
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
Did you know about the final days of the reserve course? Students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
Final days.
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true for the famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
But obviously not Hajime.
Mass suicide! This is a sentence.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
And that's Hajime.
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko and Oshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard.
Junko and Oshima's already dead.
Huh?
Oh, yes I am. I even became your truth bullets.
And the reserve department has been updated. That's good to know.
What does he mean? You probably should talk to Fuyuhiko first.
I mean, I can't leave until I talk to him anyway. Is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead? She is dead. What, you didn't see? There was a book called The Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that? You said about the killing school life.
Stop. Stop.
Yep, there's the 6. Like the killings we're involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak. As I recall, the mastermind took their own life at the end. Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy. Hey, for a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn by with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life. Technically, she executed herself.
In several different ways.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, she killed herself in the ways that she killed everyone else. Well, that she controlled Monokuma to kill everyone else in.
Anyway.
Which means that Junko Enoshima is dead. Turns out that killing school life was a part of that whole biggest, awful, most whatever incident. Good. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. There's former students of Hope's Peak Academy and she took away their memories just like us? Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being such a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole thing? The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as the symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope to kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students that she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko was no more.
So we don't get to go to the bloody classroom.
He's not responding. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore! Then, who's our enemy? He's staying silent. He knows more than he's letting on. If Junko's already dead, then are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through all this, but an imitation of that is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island? Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras in the killing school life? Probably.
But where?
And we're no more about Junko, as she's dead. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that? It's a gaming term, Hajime. Like, one step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making sense again. Well, now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Okay.
You should go to the bloody room.
You really want to see that bloody
I haven't
room.
seen it in so long.
Well, no, we're not going there anymore. We're in the 4th floor now.
What the fuck?
Wait, there are more colors than red. It changed to a different hallway. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this.
Damn it. Fucking hell.
So Akane's down here. Okay. So this is the classroom 4B. There's 4A. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. The headmaster's room is blocked. There's the office.
It's like the least
That's where Sakura went to get the poison. This is the headmaster's room.
Where's the game room?
The game room's not here. The game room's in the 3rd floor. The music room, oh my god. Memories of talking to Kyoko and Makoto being a dense twat and completely not trusting her. So she got angry and pissy at us for a long time. I remember that. Spoilers for the first game.
Super spoilers.
Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like something's getting closer. What do you mean, who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut's pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about that main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Okay, Akane. You keep searching.
Go to the music room.
The music room.
Music room.
You look so invested right now.
I'm just...
When you look...
My neck hurts, so I had to, like, lay down.
Okay. Oh, God! This looks like the music room. What's this fucking 10 Commandments bullshit?
I was about to say, the 10 Commandments, God is presenting you with them in this
I feel like I could see something strange. Possibly!
It's a monument?
What's this?
It's a piano with a glitch in it.
What's this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Regarding the report to us you gave the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Seek Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors? Looks like a passage in the email. 15 survivors? You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If there are survivors of Hope Seek Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by the ultimate despair. That's the current group of students. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the Killing School life.
Well, they fucked that up.
Also, if the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding the separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. 15 students. It is about them. Excluding Chiaki, who was a part of the Future Foundation, which means 16. The survivors mean. It's like they were talking about some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If it's the biggest, if this is the tragedy, if it's really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost.
Also, they fucked up by preventing that second Killing School life, didn't they?
Yeah, really.
They really fucked that up.
Looks like it's at some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room to combat the? You guys really love writing out the tragedy like that. It's not just that. The mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol is a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Seek Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation.
Wait,
so they were the good guys.
So the Future Foundation, Monami and Chiaki were the good guys.
They were the good guys and we murdered them. Fuck you, Monokuma. Fuck you to hell. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Seek Academy. So literally the 6 of them created the Future Foundation to watch
to fix the world.
To fix the world.
And we killed them.
Uh-huh.
But Chiaki was in the first game.
Chiaki?
Wasn't in the first game. Who the...
It's the 6 survivors.
Yeah, but where did they get Chiaki from?
They made her. They said she was made, right?
Yeah, but made where? They just like...
I don't know what... This could symbolize, Joe, but without visuals, it just sounds like 2 people are fucking each other. Right into the microphone. Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. No, he said everything here is true.
Which means he lied.
Which means he's the liar. Guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy, then they took us in to protect us. If that's true, then Chiaki should have made that clear to us, but she was told not to. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably could say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the true Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused
The tragedy!
The ones who are carrying out the will for Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What's this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that all about? The only Future Foundation facility we found in that was an ancient ruin. There's no way that's a research facility. If there's really a research facility on this island, there should be another Future Foundation members. Another one of those.
You know, unless the Despairs killed them.
Maybe.
Took over the island and destroyed the factory.
Probably.
Not factory, research center.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't destroy the factory, it's still there.
If on it, maybe that's where the
That is a present?
No, that's
A chandelier?
No, that's just not supposed to be there. God,
Our vision's black.
yeah, no, the blurry vision's a little obnoxious. I get what they're going for, but it's a little obnoxious. Hi, you're still there. Oh, Teacher's Lounge.
Did we go in here in the first game?
Yeah, we did. That's where the poison was.
No.
Yeah. No, wait.
We didn't
Hi,
go in-
Monokuma.
We didn't go in here before.
We didn't?
That's a secret Monokuma.
This feels different.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has that kind of stuffy teacher vibe.
Oh, you know what? This is the place where I spammed the flowers a shit ton to get coins from them.
Oh, yeah.
And they look way more pixelated than they did in the first game. Yeah, office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
How much longer is this guy going to be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already.
There's a Monokuma over there hiding in the corner.
It makes sense that Monokuma was here because there was a crap ton of coins you could get from this room alone if you just kept mashing the fucking flowers.
Try it again.
Nope.
Mash.
There's a list of subjects. There's another email. Your letter's floating in the air. It looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I guess you should read it. We understand this matter regarding survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately once discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? This doesn't sound peaceful at all, but I guess it's understandable. If the tragedy is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much an all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way to be forgiven that easily. Good to know. And now I'll check the blackboard. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here?
Wait,
That's all the students.
that's all the...
That's all the students. There's Hiyoko on the paper too.
Yeah, that doesn't look the
Those
same,
subjects
though.
are wrists on the what?
The picture looks weird.
No,
it's
it's
just
because-
the angle.
No, it's not that. It's because
It's the lighting.
no, it's because
smallness of it right now.
It's because her ponytail's in her two pigtails are in a ponytail. No, her two ponytails are in a single ponytail in the back.
Yeah, that.
That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, everyone else is here. Are the names I've seen before? Because it's everyone.
Oh, you can click on that.
Well, yes.
Wait, she looks different.
She looks the same.
Does she?
Below, there's a newspaper on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Sayonji was written there. What's this newspaper? It's Hiyoko.
Miss Hiyoko Saionji.
Why does she look older?
That's what I just was thinking when I saw the picture.
What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew was like 6. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. Is that her mother?
Her mother's the same name as her?
I mean, I can see a resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does it mean? Yeah, you could not tell from afar that she was older.
No, but I could tell that her hair was different.
Yeah, her hair was different.
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something?
No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here.
Then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name?
That doesn't make sense. Then she would be the second, or junior.
I mean,
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko.
Unless they regressed her somehow. That's the only thing I can imagine.
Maybe that's what the research facility did?
They regressed her memory? Or
And her age?
Her age? No, it would probably be well, no. She got smaller, too.
It'd have to have been both. Anyway,
Because it would have made sense if it was just mental regression, but, like, physical? Did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Well, it's not like I was close to her or anything.
wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is Saionji's family's only daughter.
If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? Nah, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko.
No way.
Huh?
There's
It's not.
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this.
Hyoko's a Lolita. She does not have a curvy
Hiyoko's
body.
6. She doesn't have...
She doesn't have
curves.
She doesn't have curves, even though...
I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt?
What are you saying? She regressed. And she's already dead, too. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Her dead body grew and came back to life.
today I'm feeling white.
Regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What the heck? This is the truth?
If this is the truth, and the Hiyoko in this newspaper is Hiyoko, then maybe someone else was cosplaying as her. That's impossible. I mean, how can it be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
Huh?
If it says subjects, maybe that means there was some kind of experiment, right?
Probably.
Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes me sound messed up. What experiment?
If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we were also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard on the list of subjects. What kind of experiment was it? You know what? Maybe they messed up in getting rid of her memories so much so that they just it mentally regressed her, and then somehow made her smaller. I don't know.
It better have anything to do with time travel. Well,
That would be the ultimate fuck you.
look at the flower. You haven't looked at it yet.
Well, there's also something here I haven't looked at either, like this.
The man picture.
Is that Izuru?
No.
Yeah, that's Izuru. That's the
Is
name.
it?
An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Izuru Kamukara, the Hope Speak Academy's founder. And he caused the ultimate despair. Sorry, the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I
Because
stated
it said-
earlier? Damn it, another mystery.
The information from earlier does contradict that.
But it's all true.
Okay, with this, you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage.
No, look at the flowers yet. Look at the flower before we leave.
Why?
Look at because I want to know what it does. You might find coins in there. You never fucking know.
Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? Is that what you wanted?
I was hoping to be coins in them, like they were
Well,
last game.
they won't be in there because we have Monokumas now. The Monokumas replaced randomly clicking for coins. Damn it, not again. This
The
actually,
fuck floor is this?
it's the third floor. This actually looks creepier. The hallway is different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a completely different hallway than the last time. But how could he do that?
Magic.
Game design. No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy.
Do you believe in magic?
So, so wait, where? Oh, so this is like right from here. Music room. Oh god.
What the fuck? Oh,
it's wireframes. What? I feel like the game. I don't know if the game freezing is intentional or not, but it doesn't feel that.
oh, this is the art room floor.
Yeah, that's the art room. Yeah, I know. This is the art room, and the recreational center should be over by this corner. Oh.
You want?
Yeah, I gotta go to the rec room. Why are there so many windows?
They're not boarded up.
They aren't, too.
Oh, your pet leveled up.
Oh, I haven't even checked my pet. Whoa!
Oh, it died. It literally died. Oh god, it's just sitting on the floor. Nope, don't. Just leave it. This is your despair pet.
See, okay. To preface this, as soon as I ended the Chiaki trial, I gave a present to my pet and decided to keep it hopeful. That was the last time I checked it. This is the next time I checked it,
Almost 2 hours later,
and it's dead.
it shit itself to death.
Oh,
It literally shit itself to death.
yeah, really.
These windows are not even in good places, and they're just spinning. What the fuck?
Is there anything? Wait, I'm not. Because where's the place where Taka died? Isn't it over this way?
No, that was. Oh, that's right. It was the physics
Jesus
lab.
Christ! This looks like something out of fucking. There's the physics lab. This is something straight out of Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Also,
Spoopy.
I feel like the game. I don't know if the game glitching up is like intentional, but it keeps slowing Hajime down, and I don't know if that's the game or just me. It's weird. It's fucking weird. So this is where Celeste.
Oh.
Okay. Just had a feeling. There's a billiard table and a dartboard and a shelf lined with magazines.
It's gonna be hard to play that game.
It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school.
Why?
There's a file here, but where is the magazine that shows us that Junko exists?
Where's Monokuma? Oh, is that cheeky? Is that sign the one you have to click for Monokuma?
Oh, fuck. You know what? There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. Because you know what? There's going to be a Monokuma on each floor.
Yeah.
Because there'd be 5 total. Mm-hmm. There's even a magazine about cameras. Mahiro would have been happy to see this.
Try clicking it. Oh, nope.
Let's look around, though. Because I don't see a Monokuma. Oh.
No.
Dude, that would totally be it, too. Like, look. Oh, it doesn't look...
It's a sticker.
Yeah, it doesn't look clear enough. This hologram again. What's this one say? Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. so much information. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have protected. That's when we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each? Because Monokuma!
Because Monokuma found you, you assholes.
Yeah. Why do you think it started off so peaceful and quiet, and then Mommy's like, oh no, he's here, and then Monokuma started killing everyone?
Because he hates everyone's guts. With a burning passion.
Yes, Stewie.
Yes, I'm Stewie Griffin here.
I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
Toothache?
It's your fault. What's with all this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. It's true identity should...
isn't important. It's always important.
Oh, of course. It's very
The
important.
cause of death, the time of death, the murder weapon.
The murder of death. There's a dartboard, and this is a school, still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make this place up? You'd never know, right? It's a file filled with the Hopes Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret file, right? Why wouldn't an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About a Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has constructed rigorous research in various talents. The Hope's Cultivation Plan seeks... The HCP seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions in intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan that was created for the sake of birthing True Hope? The Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True Hope, huh? Good. I rose the flags.
Did you?
Yep. Second floor.
Then that means we didn't get the Monica. What the fuck? It's
Whoa, it's upside down. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality.
What is with the floor doing its green?
Oh god, this is disorienting. Akane?
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. And answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is... They're both!
Yeah.
He's right, they're both. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't want any details, it's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Nekomaru just seems to be an okay. The further I get away, the more
An
glitch stuff you get.
extension of her gut.
Yeah.
Is Minimaru.
Yeah, Minimaru is an extension of Akane's gut.
You're not gonna neglect it this time?
I'm gonna at least give it a pair of jeans to eat.
To eat!
Or use. Alright.
I think if the display meter gets full, it just like hangs itself.
Well, maybe it did, I don't know. Wait, what? So this is... Okay, so the library's in this section.
There's probably shit in the library.
The library's right here. Hang on, though.
Why are these windows blurred up, but the other ones aren't?
Wait. Where's... Nani? Where the fuck is the pool room? Oh,
That's not on this floor.
yeah, it's right here.
Oh.
What do you mean it's not on this floor? I played this game. I know where every door and
So
room
did
is.
I just forgot which floor. I thought it was on a bigger floor. Go to the library.
Oh, fine.
Go to the library. You're not gonna see Hina in the pool somehow.
Don't ruin my dreams.
Oh, this room's where I tied up.
Yep. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. Should hurry up and find
Speaking of which, I thought I saw Monokuma plushie
it.
somewhere.
I thought I saw him up above.
Nope, there's only like 2 things to look at.
Really? There's no mana?
Nope.
So I guess yeah, the only thing I can click is that, so. This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. Should read it. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi.
Ooh.
Had a feeling. Where are you guys? What are you doing now? What are you doing? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring to the light of hope to our world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy, you survived, and cooperated with your recovering memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
So they fall to despair?
Probably. This email's
The original 6 fell to despair again?
Someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. It was addressed to Makoto. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation?
Shit.
I'm level 60. I can leave
You get
now.
9 more levels.
I'm level 60. Do we really though? I'm thinking, oh, there's Korean on the ground.
There's also logarithmic functions.
There's logarithmic function and then Korean. That's weird. Why those two things together?
We can leave.
I know that we can leave. I was trying to examine to see if I missed any Mama.
Ma's.
We're still on the 2nd floor, so that means we can still examine.
Maybe
other
go to the
places.
pool area now?
Probably.
Why is that a probably in your brain?
I don't know. Akane's still glitchy. Where is it again? This way? Nope.
Fuck.
So the only other place I'm thinking of
classroom
is a
exists.
classroom.
The end of the hall.
It's not the end of the hall.
It is at the end of the hall.
It's not at the end of the hall. Room 2B.
Oh.
Wait, the laundry room.
That's not there. That was the fucking...
That's in the 1st floor. Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. I was just wondering about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in the laundry room. Hi, Monokuma. Be Be quiet. Oh, sorry. Be very quiet. That means finding. I found half of of all hidden Monokumas.
Just click all the stuff.
I know. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet. There's Junko's fashion
Poster,
magazine.
yeah, her
Poster?
poster.
It's a fashion magazine.
Magazines equal posters now. Didn't you know this?
Now that's a katana.
What?
Don't worry about it. Rob will get the reference. Neo World program? This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times today. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist, one of them is dead, were among the many talented people who researched whose
research results were utilized.
So that's what Chihiro was talking about in the first game. Or at least that his father was working on something. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program, it allows its subject to experience It's just the fucking Matrix!
It's literally the Matrix.
It's just, like, the glitchiness of everything makes too much sense for it to not be the Matrix. Come on! It's just the Matrix!
What, this? This program? Yeah.
And we're still in it. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. World Ender is the people who end the Neo World program, not the Future Foundation. Unless the Future Foundation is trying to disconnect everyone. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through use of the virtual world, which is exactly why all the characters reappeared and no one acted like it was any fucking problem. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction.
Jeez.
Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything's starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it all disappeared until all I felt is despair.
Shit.
Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way. Something as crazy as this actually exists. You gotta raise the flags more in order to hear my character story. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Is this a character story? Character root. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. The glitchiness is kind of over. Kind of. I can still see it on the floor. Including me too. Yoink.
You skipped a line.
I don't need to read it. And now we're on the first floor. How are you doing? You enjoy the Killing Stool trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that's truly deserves to be called a game. Pooh! You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't this heart-throbbing? Look forward to it.
God, that was annoying as all fuck.
Oh no, don't you ever want to read in leet speak? It's the first hallway. Can you stop umming into the camera?
I can't.
Into the
camera.
Into the camera. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but
well, this isn't.
Well, it's fully fucking chiptune. I can tell you that much in terms of the music.
Look down.
Oh god, this is annoying.
Look down.
I know. It's not.
Oh, I thought it would make a tunnel to the bottom that was endless.
I mean, we can't really go much further down, and all I can see are wireframes.
Can you even go places?
I don't know. Sonia, whoa!
I'm gonna guess no.
Sonia?
You should talk to Sonia.
I will.
Is there a Monokuma over there?
Monokuma's over there. God, this is annoying to navigate.
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect?
Huh?
The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medication that you believe is real.
And nocebo is the opposite?
And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the human brain believes something is real, it will become real.
That's like if you die in the game, you die for real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Oh my.
Huh?
She's not aware.
I am not sure. I do not fully understand.
What the heck? So, that's interesting. Hey, Monokuma.
Maybe you shouldn't talk to Monokuma.
The moment you discovered that the truth was a lie, all hope would disappear.
There's this Bell Hotel I can't go in. So, here's the room where we started in.
No, it started in 1A.
For the
Started in 1A. This is 1B. What the fuck is that?
Render. This is literally generating monocores, file rate in 4 seconds, warning the renderer. Zetsobu renderer is not a registered renderer. Renderer will not. Error, no object matches name. Future system. Future system.chr. Warning the renderer. Oh my god. This is just error messages, and it's all in grayscale. Really? I can't.
You can click the black box.
Big object!
The big objects.
There's supposed to be a window here, right? Is my memory wrong or something? Maybe there never were any windows, and this is actually right. Why are you... Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something that's this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at the object... Binary.
It's not binary, it's
Yeah,
code.
it
It's
is.
regular coding.
No, this is zeros and ones.
What the?
There's Chihiro.
It's Chihiro.exe.
No, it's alter ego. No, it's actually Chihiro. Fuck.
It says
Welcome.
female though.
Welcome to the Neo World program.
A person, a floating person is talking to me. I'd like to believe it's just alter ego that just somehow managed to get into the AI, which would make sense because that's what Chihiro could do. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place?
I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence
So
program.
it is alter ego.
It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
Do you have a voice for alter ego?
Yeah, it's just the same voice as Chihiro.
What do you do that then?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I didn't know if you were doing that or not.
It can talk, but what are you? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program?
I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar.
Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, this feeling from earlier again. Just floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground, like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program?
The Neo World program has amended the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during this experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data is detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island.
Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstance. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I am appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I am simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Interesting. Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. I also love not female.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
I said that already.
Age 3, I didn't even hear you. Age 3, height 3, weight 3, not female. There's no way for me to acknowledge that it's the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. The blackboard still glitching out. They're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I needed to know. I need to know what world this was. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What is the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program only serves one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. From there, you upload the memories obtained from the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there's a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. Yeah, so Monami and Chiaki. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role had been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It had changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. So Monokuma already knows. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have to complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. Not female, Hajime. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. Yeah, by one person. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means, is the supposed virus so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence warring an attack against another one.
Just waging. Warring.
It's War and Peace. That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo program world? God. Word dyslexia. The Neo world program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically. Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter that facility was someone who's a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard now is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Chiaki and Monami. And now we have more information on the Neo World program. But it is true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and... Okay, even if you're just a god in a machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say anything more, I suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is invalid. I suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the defluctuation of the definitions of existence that constitutes a relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses the joint ownership of the world in the situation from the context and invites your death. More death. Hey. Death.
Oh, hi, negative.
Yes. Monokuma. It's Hajime.
Oh.
No, Makoto. What the heck? What just happened?
I don't know what voice to do for this.
Just do your fucking voice.
But that's Soda's voice.
Just do your fucking voice. It's
Fine.
Makoto.
You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right?
Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. Also, ASDF.
I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty disoriented. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it.
Forced to watch us?
I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope.
Listen, this guy can't even hear me or see me. So who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally?
Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But it's entirely all our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. This was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys.
Save us? What do you want to save us from? What would this save us?
You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037.
That's how it remembers it was that, because it was the number closest to his memory.
The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering all the hope fragments.
After you all finished gathering the
Same
hope
thing. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in the place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it in your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they're going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them.
Does that mean you have a secret plan to defeat Monokuma?
In a worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use after the graduation exam site. It's a forced shutdown sequence.
The forced shutdown sequence?
Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this so you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start that forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people.
We don't have that, though.
And in order... I need to somehow get that number. But there's only 5 of them left. Asfigijawawiyata plus 8 equals Kimoyashi Baba D. Death.
Uh-oh. Death.
Great. Wait, they need at least...
He's still fucking death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway,
That's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna put it again!
Do you not notice what just happened?
It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it wasn't important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here.
About that guy just now.
There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. He doesn't know about the conversation I just had with Makoto.
You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys can use that weapon. It's the only thing I can do. It's prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best.
Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? if everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't that all be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? There's the password. And the shutdown sequence. I love how
do you understand what's going on here now?
What?
Do you understand what's going on here now? At all? Can you explain to me what's going on so I can tell you if you have it right or not?
Why do you need me to ask to tell you this when it's just the Matrix? Because that's really all it is.
That's fair enough.
Fuck this shit, though.
Let's continue. Come on, we're close.
We have to continue.
We're super close.
I know. I'm aware.
I told you this one was longer than the first game's finale.
I'm aware. We're just gonna marathon it. Fuck it.
I told you this finale was longer than the first game's finale.
Fuck it. Well, I mean, the investigation, I'm expected to be around this long.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Also ripped from the first game.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy. See you soon.
That is not a red door.
Good job! You can discern a red door from a brown door! You should be proud of yourself, you little shit.
Best statement you've said ever.
The red door,
Chris,
huh?
2017.
You should be proud of yourself, you little shit.
Yep. Sounds like something Leanne would say.
We need to finish this.
Speaking of first... God, that's giving me a headache.
Yeah, it does give people headaches because of how ridiculously stupid it is.
No, I meant all the green.
What, you mean
the
all
coding
the
lines?
You mean all the coding and the wireframes going against the big red door? You know, your cliff? So he means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? I guess instantly.
Oh no! It's binary coding.
Oh, it's the spiral binary. I literally can't move side to side.
The game really hates that we couldn't figure out vertical binary, doesn't it? It's just rubbing it in our faces. Can you sprint? This is a long ass hallway.
There's the elevator. Right?
No? Question mark?
Class Trial Ground 1.
It's back to this place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this place is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is...
Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? Oh, it's fucking... Yeah.
We've been here before, right?
Yeah, this should be the place that the door to the ancient ruins led to.
Hey.
Huh? It seems pretty strange we've been in that other building up until now.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome.
So you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game! After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you've finally come back to this place! To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island! You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field is actually inspired from the one before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? Yeah, that.
Of course.
That's what you guys decide. Or if that's what you guys decide. And we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats.
Oh, fuck. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There's 2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes treated as an absence.
Okay.
So, then nothing will happen and I guess you'll die if you don't vote?
No. You're just stuck there. But it also...
If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called graduation program will begin.
Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
You can't do that yet! I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? You're will to be swept away by society's harsh currents.
Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My. Which of your orifices are you using to spew bile?
Orifices, not orifices.
I said orifices. You're just not hearing me correctly.
No, I'm not, apparently.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know?
But does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No, you're not.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because it's just how it has to be.
He's doing it because it's how it has to be? It doesn't matter if he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway...
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to resolve the mystery. Afterward, you can cast your majority votes, and from there, we'll move on to the graduation program.
But why do we even have to go through something so dumb?
Well, that is...
You said that you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast?
Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
There's only one way it has nothing to do with us.
There's no way.
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who were involved, you know?
I think there's going to be a timeline of events where Sonia's
I just-
voice gets way more masculine over time.
Over time.
Repeating what I said is not what's
annoying.
enhancing this.
Enhancing this.
Good job, asshole.
Good job, asshole.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
What's with that chump comment?
That's not important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive
How
you.
dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories.
Huh?